Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. At the end of the previous series, I said that I was going to play through the campaign, and this is the first episode of that new series. So the first mission in the campaign is called Death Row, and the description of that mission is we have been contracted to build an execution chamber at this prison in time for the scheduled execution of one of their inmates. Okay, and we immediately get called by the CEO. This is a tough one. So the dialogue in the campaign happens in these text boxes. And I'm not going to read all of these. You can read it yourself. I will click through them slowly. Okay, so basically there is a prisoner that's about to get executed, and we have to build an execution chamber, an execution facility for that prisoner. And this is the area where we're going to build that execution chamber. Okay, so it's basically telling us to build the building and also build a door for the building. It's pretty easily doable. So we also built the large door. So he's immediately calling us again. And what is he telling us now? Now our workmen are constructing the building. They will basically take the materials and take it to the construction site. We need raw materials to build the building. And you can just look around with the WASD. So the first mission is kind of like a tutorial. It teaches you how to build buildings. It teaches you how to build the utilities, to power the building, to power the items inside of the building, to do the sewage systems. So the first mission is pretty much like a tutorial, but I still want to play it because some interesting stuff happens during the first mission. And then it is telling us that we should not only build an execution chamber, but we should also build like a temporary holding cell where we can put the prisoner that is about to get executed. So yeah, but they built like a pretty cool prison. And okay, so basically it's telling us to add some doors. Pretty basic tutorial, everything we know already. Then he's gonna call us again, Mushi Mushi. And then he's telling us how to zone these areas. So what he could do is he could like give us multiple instructions at once instead of giving them partially. But when a new player starts playing, I get that it might be overwhelming if they get too many instructions at once. But like I said, some interesting stuff also happens during this mission, so that's why I'm showing you guys this. Okay, and he is telling us we did the basics, but we can do some extra stuff. And he's telling us what kind of things that we can add. And this is the prisoner that's about to be executed. And he's telling us it is not our place to judge, we just have to execute the prisoner. That's our task. The law judges if he is supposed to be executed or not. And you got some optional objectives. So like he said, we did the basics, so it is functioning, it is working. But we can add some more stuff to make it look prettier, to make it function a little bit better. Oh, we don't want that. We just want some lights. So those are the things that we can do. We can add a window to the cell. We can add a little pathway outside of this area. Let's do that as well. We can add some lights. We can add a bookshelf to the cell. Let's also fast forward. And then what else? We can redo the flooring with higher quality materials. So we can change the flooring of the execution chamber. So let's do like maybe stone, ceramic. So at the moment we have, I think, concrete floors. So we need to do better flooring, which means it has to be more expensive, I think. So it said something about ceramic floors. Fancy tiles, I don't think that's really fits in an execution chamber. Let's take a look. We can do a ceramic floor, I guess. We could also do like a mosaic floor. Whatever. That doesn't really matter that much. And there we go. So we did all the optional objectives. And now we can go to the prison cell of the guy that's about to be executed. We can click on this Polaroid and we will start the execution. Yeah, so that is some pretty serious stuff. Pretty gruesome as well, the way they depicted it. Yikes. And then we got a call from the CEO, Mushi Mushi. Okay, so he is also teaching us on how to set up the utilities of your prison. Okay, so these power stations draw the energy from the national grid and they will power your prison. And this area is also out of power. And the reason why this area is out of power is because there aren't any cables built in this area. So we have to power the execution chamber and also the electric chair, and then we have to power this area as well. There we go. Mushi mushi. So he's telling us that we should also pull cables to the electric chair, but we already did that. So we will immediately complete that objective. And he's telling us that we should test the electric chair out before we try to execute that person, because it would be embarrassing if it did not work while we were trying to execute that person. So our power station is not powerful enough, so we have to add some extra capacitors. To power the electric chair. And when we build capacitors, we have to turn on everything again. So we click on the power station, we click on switch on, and after that we have to test the electric chair again, and we do that by clicking on the electric chair and switching it on. Mushy mushy. And that's it. So we did our part of the job. The executions is in the hand of the prison holder. We are done. Okay, that was some pretty serious stuff. So that's the first mission for you. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, also leave a comment really help with the algorithm, it would be helping me out, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and bye bye.